What's going on, y'all? In today's video, I want to touch base on what I learned from operating Shopify stores, what it taught me, what I've learned over the past, I want to say 6-7 years in e-commerce and multiple millions of dollars in sales, over 100 stores ran. I learned a lot, and I'm still learning to this day. And when I talk about what I've learned, it's not necessarily things that I learned from a business perspective. A lot of it is what I've learned in terms of operating an actual one business, generating income for one. And a large majority of this stuff stems from what the overall business teaches you, what the business model teaches you, as opposed to anything else. Like, dropshipping knowledge is very basic knowledge. It's not hard to build a store. It's not hard to find products. Most of these things are just bare minimum. Honestly, when it comes to operating businesses, it's bare minimum. And so, obviously, starting off in ecom, the drive and the discipline that I learned, especially when getting started, I was failing. This trial and error, trial and error over and over again for months, losing money for months and being okay with it. And I think because I was okay with that at that time, I think that's why I'm okay with losing $100,000 over the past week in the market. At this point in time, I think all the same systems, I think all the same mental points stand. I think it's the detail of what it actually is. There's no difference between me losing $100,000 in a week and me losing the last $300 that I had at the time. It's really the same thing. So the word I was looking for is concept. The concept still stands. It's the same thing. $300, $100,000. Obviously, from a monetary standpoint, it's two very different amounts of money. But at the time, the $200-$300 that I'm losing, $100 that I'm losing here, the next $100 that I'm losing here, it was honestly the only money that I had. As we're now, when I'm losing money, there's more money for me to lean back on. And it's the fact that I understand that I lost that money in the market and I'm going to make it back in the market. It's the fact that I was losing money running ads and knew that I'd make the money back running ads. And so when it comes to it, for the most part, that was probably the biggest lesson that I learned, was just make sure that your wins outweigh your losses. Make sure that you just consistently put yourself in a good position for your wins to outweigh your losses. And allow yourself to take those losses to the chin and not dwell on them. Too many people take losses and dwell on their losses and let their losses beat them down. And because of that, they have a hard time coming back up. Like, don't allow these losses to affect you in any mental way, because the thing is, those are the things that are going to prevent you from achieving success long term. That was probably the first lesson learned. The second thing was, in terms of learning high value skills and growing a team, understanding overall business operations, communicating with suppliers, bringing on customer service reps, bringing on people to help manage, let's say, inventory on the back end with my suppliers. It allowed me to find a simple way in every situation, every business, to develop systems that are scalable, that are bulletproof, that will allow us to consistently grow and expand. And because of that, I've been able to find more opportunity with everything that I have. All of the skill sets that I've acquired, everything that I've been able to learn from dropshipping over time, I've been able to create subcategorized businesses under every individual system. And because of that, I understand how to take opportunity and leverage the opportunities that are in front of me, understand the value in the skills that I've acquired. Like, you guys don't realize that you know how to, one, run a business, two, build a website. You could easily build a web development agency. If you guys understand how to run ads, scale ads, make video ads. So those are like three business ideas right there. You could run a web dev agency. You could build marketing campaigns for people. You could even video edit. Like, those are three different skills right there. Graphic design, whatever it is, all those things are things that could be freelanced, that you could then bring on a team to do. You could build out a course on how to do all of these things. Like, there's so many different business ideas, and dropshipping has just taught me to think outside the box. and consistently put myself in front of opportunity and take advantage of opportunity and understand the value in the skill sets that I've built, the value in the things that I've been able to do over time, and the value in the assets that I've acquired. Even when it comes down to customer service, I've built out customer service teams. I've trained them. I've gotten in touch with a whole bunch of suppliers. We could build, a customer service or a dropshipping VA service. Like, there's a lot of different things that we could do. And you guys just have to understand how to take advantage of those certain opportunities. Like, everything that you guys do, you could understand, all right, what can I build with this? What opportunities can I take advantage of? What businesses could be developed based off the skill sets that I already have? How could I leverage the network that I have right now to build a business? And most people don't realize, like, there's a lot more value in the small things that you know in comparison to knowing the bigger things. You don't necessarily need to know how to build out an insurance company and run an insurance company. You could build out a bunch of smaller agencies based on the skill sets that you know, or you have. What have you learned? What have you done in your life that you'll be able to leverage? What network do you have that you'll be able to leverage and create money with? It's not always necessarily about you making money. It's what opportunity could you take advantage of that will allow you and your network to generate consistent revenue. And keep in mind, building out these connections, the more that you're able to help other people make money, the more that they'll be able to help you make money. And these are things that I've learned to understand over the past couple of years in dropshipping, because based off me understanding dropshipping and building out those systems, I've been able to create systems among systems to generate income. The second thing, or I guess that was the second thing. Now the third thing and final thing that I want to touch base on is understanding how to manage cash flow, understanding how to manage your finances. The money that you have in your bank account could be your money today, but not your money tomorrow. Your advertising campaigns tomorrow might be negative, and because of that, the money that you have today is less tomorrow. And you have to be able to understand how to manage it. You can't necessarily go out and invest $100,000 into cost of goods thinking that $100,000 is going to flip into $300,000, because you can't necessarily predict what your ads are going to look like. You need to understand how to manage risk and how to operate your risk management, because if that last $100,000 is the last $100,000 that you have in your bank account, but you decide to take the whole $100,000, blow it into ads, and then you don't necessarily have the cash flow, you get a payment hold or whatever it is, you might be profitable on it, yes, but then you have a whole bunch of money sitting in an account somewhere that you can't necessarily use to go pay your cost of goods. Now you can't pay your cost of goods, you're starting to get chargebacks. You get chargebacks, you don't necessarily have the money to cover the chargebacks because you didn't receive those deposits yet, or whatever it is, and it puts you in a bad position. So it's a risk management. Don't scale too fast, don't be greedy. Like, most people don't realize that. You start making, a K a day, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna up the ad spend. You blow a whole ad account, your ad account goes down, then what? You have no business. You get what I'm saying? So you guys have to understand also the risk management perspective or aspect of the game, the business, and how to allow yourself to manage your risk as much as possible in all of these situations. So yeah, I learned a lot from dropshipping and ecom, and I guess you guys could pick my brain a little bit. If you do want to get in contact with me, the Telegram chat is in the description down below. Appreciate if all of you guys join the chat. The chat's going pretty fast, and we're all in there just networking. So there's a lot of like-minded individuals that you guys could get along with, run businesses with, do whatever with. So feel free to join, and I'll catch you guys in there. And aside from that, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.